And Kasperi, thanks for joining us. And you didn't get in the first couple of games. You weren't feeling well, so you still have yet to jump in here with the Toronto Marlies. But what has been the last couple of weeks of aside from the illness? What has been the last couple of weeks of your life like? Kind of a part of this Toronto Maple Leafs organization.
It's been great. I mean, I've been enjoying my time in Toronto. It's a great place, and obviously getting sent down, it's not the best news in the world, but it still doesn't mean that the journey's over. And right now I'm just trying to do hard work and play good with the Marlies and not get sick when the game starts. So hopefully I'll get that first game in soon.
Now, Kasperi, last year, you played most of the season over in Finland, and then you came over at the end of the year. You got a couple of regular season games and the playoffs under your belt with Wilkes-Barre, the Pittsburgh Penguins farm club. What was that experience like, having played in the Finnish Elite League and then coming over and finishing your season in the American Hockey League?
I think it was a good choice to come over. Obviously, the style back home is different. The ice is much more, it's wider and bigger, so trying to adjust the North American style game was different, but I think it was a good choice, and I think I played well in the playoffs, and it was kind of easier to carry on from that straight to training camp here in Toronto.
Well, one of the guys that did that at the middle part of last year here with the Toronto Marlies, William Nylander, and do you get a sense that there is information you can share between you on making that jump and making it successfully?
Definitely. I mean, I think we can talk to each other really about anything, and just the adjustment coming over from Europe and to over here, and obviously he had a good season, I think, and he's a good player, and we try to give each other tips, and hopefully I'll get to play with him a little bit this year and see what happens. Now,
your dad, Sammy, played a long time in the National Hockey League. So did you start your minor hockey career here in North America before he retired and moved back to Finland?
Yeah, I started in Carolina, and then obviously when we moved over to Philadelphia, I played in New Jersey, and still got my amazing friends over here. Try to keep in contact, and then I went over, and the style kind of changed right away. When you're younger, obviously you just want to play with the puck more, and
right.
And the coaches just wanted to kind of start playing that European way. But now that I've been here, I think I've adjusted well, and like I said, I'm just having a good time.
The practice, there seems to be a more emphasis on practice out of the European kids, and when you see Victor Love and Petter Gramberg and William Nylander, they're guys that spend a lot of time on the ice after practice. They're guys that are always working on a little piece of their game. Same for you?
I like to stay on the ice. I mean, sometimes the coaches kind of have to drag us off, everybody, but
and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, but obviously we have practice, but then after that, there's always things that you want to work on, whether it's one-timers or face-offs or whatever you need to do. So that's what I've been taught to do after the ice. My dad said just grab a couple pucks, and just a couple pucks. You don't need to shoot 1,000 after practice. Just a couple pucks, and you always improve.
Really looking forward to seeing your debut, hopefully this weekend with the Albany Devils, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.